Hey everybody, Steve here, and welcome to another Explore. If you watched my last video, remember I recall the next one's going to be called The Pawn House, and this is the Pawn House. So the addition there, you can see on the right, that looks like an original house. Public record shows it after 1900s, and then the left side was an addition. I have to say, 60s or 70s. But here's the reason why I call it the Pawn House. Because in the back there's hundreds of acres of woods and actually a pretty cool view and a pond. And it's kind of a unique looking house, as you'll see when we walk through, guys. So hang in there. We're just going to take some outside video first. But there's a close-up of the pond. It's kind of a neat thing. This was shot when it was still snow on the ground. It's not even snow anymore. So we're going to be taking a tour of this one today. I'll be talking in and out of the video, and please leave any comments below if you have any questions on anything. And here we go. So as we're walking around outside, just some history as I kind of went over the dates at the start. This property is the same as the WG house that I posted last month. It's owned by a developer. It was bought by a developer in 2008, and it's going to see the wrecking ball. It's not going to be saved. The reason why it's still standing is because the developer's been going through a battle with the land, but the entire land's been rezoned to a commercial zoning. So if anything, you're not going to see this house anymore, and it's mainly going to be more stores, restaurants. Like, we don't have enough of them already. So, but as I was walking through this house, every window was broken. I think it's the most vandalized house I've seen, at least for exterior. All the sliding doors were broken, all the windows were broken. It was pretty interesting to see how bad of a shape this house is in, for the location it is in too. So I always thought this was kind of an interesting room here, having a toilet and talking about a sliding door in the bathroom. Nice view when you got to take care of business, let me tell you. I mean, you don't have to worry about people looking at you, I guess, because it's in a pretty remote location. There's just acres of woods behind. But it's the first time I've seen a sliding door in a bathroom. You can see all the damage of the broken glass from all the sliding doors. So we're entering the kitchen area here, and nothing special, kind of plain. A lot of mold, as you can see. I think there's a lot of water damage in this area right here. One weird thing is you can see that box right there in the middle. They had some intercom system in here, and that's why it was started as a house, and I was wondering if it would turn into offices or something afterwards. So we're entering the original part of the house right now, which I believe, from public record, was built the early 1900s. It's kind of a cool room. Kind of reminds me of a mountain house, if anything. Definitely squatter or a lot of parties were going on in here. Beer cans are everywhere. And the cheap Keystone Natty Ice, which seems to be the cheapest beer you can buy. And that's what I usually find, a jacket there. It's not mine, somebody's jacket. So it was kind of cool, this area here with all the wood paneling and flooring. Down. Here's some of that intercom system I was just mentioning when I was in the kitchen. So now we're going to be walking upstairs. Kind of a cool staircase. How it kind of curves around. And some of these rooms up here are pretty unique. You'll see as we're walking through. And I was with somebody again. So that is not a ghost right there on the door to the right. That is somebody I am with. I thought this room was kind of neat with all the stained wood panels on the ceiling, and I mean you can see the stain kind of coming off. But the rooms, there was no hallway. Like to get to each room, you had to go through the other rooms. So if these were bedrooms, and this is kind of, I don't know if this was like an upstairs kitchen or something, or somebody was working on something here. You could see it, but there was no way to get to each room without going through the other rooms. So it's kind of a weird layout, this place. Definitely a weird layout. So now we're heading down to the basement of the house. And the basement, as you're going to see in a moment, it was in pretty bad shape. The worst, a lot of mold, and it really shows. And the other thing that was kind of hard for me, being 6'1", the ceiling was so low, I just had a hard time walking down here. I had to duck the whole time. So there's a lot of times with the camera, you can see all the mold on the right. It's bad. A lot of water damage down here. But I had a hard time keeping the camera straight because I kind of had to duck. You can see my camera is almost hitting the ceiling.
so crammed down here, about 5-foot ceilings.
Here's the last part of the basement, and there's a window right over here. That's why there's some light coming through. But overall, this was kind of a cool house. I think it was an office or something, whoever lived in it. But a lot of intercom systems and a lot of areas, especially down here in the basement. They must have been making something, or it was an office for something. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Another Explorer, and hopefully you enjoyed. Here are some pictures. Remember, Facebook, Instagram, my website, and Twitter, all in the links in the description below. I will see you again on the next Explorer.